There's nothing that you can give us that might help us out?
The only thing I can think of, and it's not much, but about a year ago, Carl asked me to change the locks. He said that he'd gotten into it with this suspect, and the suspect made some threats, but he never mentioned it again. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Did he give any kind of a name or a detail about the case that could help us out?
No, I'm sorry, but...
You know what? We're done. It's fine.
Please call me if you know anything.
Absolutely.
Detective Dunbar, I read about you. I remember thinking how tragic that was. But I hope you know how lucky you are, because tonight you get to go home.
I'm very sorry for your loss, Mary Beth.
So I don't know anything about who whacked this guy, okay? But I do know a little something about his wife.
What about her?
Well, apparently she's a bit of a pig.
What do you mean?
Guy I know boned her a couple of times about a year ago while she was married to this cop. And the dog doesn't stop barking, officer, day and night. It's driving me crazy. Guy he knew, who happened to be semi-hooked up, also banging her. So my guy says she's a punching bag from, like, way back, you know?
All right. Go. You'll hear from me.
So, if the murder comes back to someone she was having an affair with, I mean, even if it's not one of my guys, I'm going to collect, right?
You'll hear from me.
Okay.
Better be damn careful about how we approach this.
Hey, so was that your informant?
Yeah.
Yeah? What'd he give you?
Well, he threw a bunch of stuff at us, but until we confirm it, I'd really rather not get into it.
You share information in the squad, Dunbar.
He didn't give us information. He gave us rumors, and there's really no reason to go into that now, is there?
So you got a next move?
Yeah, boss, we're gonna need to talk to Carl's wife again.
Well, she's downstairs right now with the desk sergeant picking up Carl's belongings.
You're going to run these rumors by her?
You know, Marty, you're really starting to piss me off.
I just want to know why we're being kept out of the loop.
The informant knew at least 2 lowlifes that were sleeping with Carl's wife. Now we gotta go ask her about it. Feel better now? I'll go get Mary Beth. I'll meet you in interview 2.
Right.
This informant's reliable.
Very.
We got a few other detectives looking into who may made those threats against Carl, but so far we haven't gotten anything.
Well, I wish I could tell you more about it. All I know is that he said he was scared about somebody that he put away.
All right, well, in the meantime, we need to cast our net a little wider. You know, take a look at everything.
I understand.
And there was something dumped on our laps we need to deal with.
What's that?
You'll forgive us if this seems inappropriate.
You know what? Just say it.
We received an anonymous phone call saying that there had been some infidelity in the last year or so on your part, and we don't care about it, and we don't judge you, and it'll absolutely stay in this squad, but we have to ask you.
You know, my husband was found dead this morning, and you're throwing infidelity in my face? How dare you?
Sit down. When a cop gets killed, automatic phones get dumped, and they are. So if you're seeing someone, his number is going to come up, and we're going to get to him eventually anyway. So we're asking you, respectfully, tell us if anything's going on so that we can deal with it now and set it aside.
Or is there someone else?
Carl and I had a don't ask, don't tell arrangement.
Who are you seeing?
A very nice man who is married and wouldn't hurt a fly.
Did Carl find out about him?
No.
Okay, well, we're going to need his name and his number. But you have our word. We'll be discreet.
All right. Okay, you're doing your jobs. I get it.
What'd she say?
Don Bellamy. They were seeing each other for about 6 months up until a couple weeks ago. She's saying the breakup was mutual.
She talked about the two losers that your snitch talked about?
We didn't get to that part.
Yeah, we're going to start with the most recent ones and work our way back.
All right, well, we'll bring this Bellamy in if you want.
It's something we got to deal with. Carl's partner, Eric, he put in for a transfer a week ago.
Did he give any reason?
Less of a commute.
We'll talk to him about it.
Karen?
Yeah.
My bad.
You know what? I'll talk to you later about it. Chris, I'll look him up.
Marty,
Yeah.
there are only two places I can move around freely. My home and in this squad. So I'm asking you to keep the furniture in place.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was a little preoccupied to try to find who killed a cop. Not playing interior decorator.
I realize that. But if you happen to think about it, could you keep the chairs under the desks?
You ever heard the expression tail wagging the dog, Jim?
Look, if you ever need a favor, and it is within my powers to make it possible, I'm going to do that for you. Doesn't that sound like a better arrangement than you and me getting dug in here?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take up a collection, and I'm going to buy some little bells. I'm going to put them on the desks and the chairs and us. I'm going to get some cowbells, and I'll put them on me and Tom and Karen. I got things to do.
Marty, this is going to stop. I work here now, and I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that.
Oh,
That's right.
you mind telling us what that was about?
I just needed a change of scenery.
Not a move up.
No, just needed a change.
Nothing to do with you and Carl working together?
No, if that was the case, I would have wrote it down in my request.
Did Carl ever say anything about a suspect making any threats against him? This had been about a year ago.
No, he never mentioned anything to me.
Did he ever say anything about thinking his wife might be having an affair?
No. Why? Was she?
Just stays in the room?
Yeah, sure.
Mary Beth admitted to having an affair with a guy who lives out in Teterboro.
Why are you guys digging into his family business when we all know that this was some desperado out there that killed him?
Because we don't know that. Do you know that?
No. I'm just saying, before you go humiliating his widow, maybe you two should be focusing on some more plausible scenarios.
Like?
I don't know, like some gangbanger that Carl and I locked up.
It's your request for a transfer that's tripping us up, Eric. We got to give our boss a credible explanation. Right now, we don't have one.
I gave you one. So yeah, you do.
Hey, cops transfer because they're moving up or there's a problem. We can't sell change of scenery.
You know what? Fine. You guys want to stir things up? You want to disrespect Carl's memory? Okay. But I want it to be known that I did not come to you.
Okay. Eric, what's going on?
Carl was becoming overly obsessed with the idea that Mary Beth was cheating on him.
He mentioned this guy in Teterboro?
No, he never mentioned anybody, okay? But it's all he talked about. And since I'm not about to call early intervention on my partner, I decided to find a new command to work in. Okay? Are we done?
Done, yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Excuse me. You know of a Carl Desmond, Mr. Bellamy?
Well, I heard on the news today that he was killed.
Yeah? You know his wife?
Did you not hear the question there, Pop?
Yeah, I know her from my store. She came in to buy a tennis bracelet.
You know what? I'm sorry, I was just setting you up to see if you'd lie, but it just dawned on me that of course you'd lie, because every married guy does when the question's put to him, so we're just going to skip all that crap, all right? We know you were asleep with Mary Beth Desmond.
Who broke it off and when?
I did, a week ago.
Why?